guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video on it's going to be a different video today. It's going to be about how to save money, so how to save up to move out. Because when you get to a certain age, everyone wants to move out, and believe me, you start thinking, oh my god, it's so expensive, will I ever move out, is this possible? So I'm going to go through a few tips and tricks that I've learned over the probably few years, what you really need to move out and what you really need to take into account. So I wrote it down on my phone just so I go through everything that's going to help. Okay, so first of all, when you move out, whether you're going to rent or, well, I'm guessing you're going to rent. I mean, everyone usually starts off renting to kind of get a feel for moved out, for being on their own, to live on their own. Now, you may be moving out with your partner, or you may want to move out alone or with a friend. So, first of all, you must have a job or some sort of income coming in. Because when you move out, there are so many things that will change from, let's say you're living with your family. When you live with your family, if you look at your income and your outgoings, you will probably buy maybe some food, you may pay board for your parents or family or friends, you might go and get yourself some clothes or just some things over the few months. But when you move out, what you need to take into account is that money then will need to go onto bills, etc. And I'm going to go through everything that you will come across. So if you move out, my advice, do not move out on a whim. Do not move out thinking, I'll cope. I don't have a job, but I'll cope. You need to have some sort of steady income coming in every single month to cover your rent, etc. Also, when you move out, you need to save. You need to save money because you will have to put deposit, rent up front, 1 month's rent up front, and some admin fees and application fees. You are talking nearly £1,000 there, so you do need to have money saved up. Then you want to work out your income and your outgoings. So what I mean by that is you want to, say your rent is £500 per month, and you are working a job and you're getting £1,200 a month. You have literally got to either write down, or if you're great with your brain, I prefer to write things down. So you've got £1,200 coming in and your rent is £500. But there's a lot of other things that you will have to pay for when you move out. So if we go through a few, you'll have your rent, you'll have your council tax, you may be a student, so you may not have to pay that if you're in a shared house. But if you want to rent and you're not a student, you will have to pay council tax. You will have to pay your water bill and your electricity bill, unless you've got all included, depends. You will also have to pay, if you have a car, you have to pay for your car insurance, for your tax, for petrol. You've got to put everything into account. Every outgoing matters. So if you've got a gym membership, you need to take that into account. So £1,200 and your rent's £500. You've got to wipe that £500. I know it's a lot of money, but it's for you to live, it's for you to have your independence, and it's for you to enjoy your life and to be an adult. Your rent, your council tax, your water bill, your electricity bill, your TV license, your internet bill, your, what else is there? Contents insurance. If you want contents insurance, which is very advisable, very highly advisable from when I used to work in property, to protect your stuff, then that's another monthly there. So you must make sure that you can afford these things. And sometimes when you rent with a letting agent, they will tell you what to do. So when you move into your house, the first thing I would suggest to do is ring your current supplier and say, right, I've moved into the house, it's now tenanted from this date, so you don't get lumbered with someone else's bill, because it can happen. It's important is where you're living now with your family or your friends. Start living like you've already moved out. So start making them choices and decisions. So do I want to get a new phone? Should I get a new phone? Because if you was moved out, you probably wouldn't be able to. So start living like you've already moved out. Putting that money aside, because then it will help you and it will make it clearer for you if you're ready to move out. And if your income is not covering that, or you're not happy with that, my last tip would be put both your incomes together. However, also just think, if one of you didn't have a job, would the other person would the other person be able to support you? And would one of your incomes cover everything? Because sometimes, unfortunately, people get laid off, people get dismissed, and sometimes things get in the way. So yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed doing this video. I've actually wanted this video to be on YouTube before. I've actually searched for this video, and I've watched them, and I think they're great. So when I first moved out, I was a lot younger, but there wasn't this kind of video, but there is now, and I thought I'm going to do this video because I do have quite a lot of experience. If you guys want to see more of these videos, let me know. I would love to do some more, and I think that's it. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!